Rajiv.
I have just two small submissions. Arnab, you have simply avoided my question. Here we have the National General Secretary of the Ram Sena. Now, here you must ask him, how do they belong to us? Number one, because you're not asking this question. I have asked you a couple of times.
It is not important, Rudy.
Just a second.
They are a byproduct of the culture that you promote. It is not important. It is not important. The fact of the matter is you created that fertile ground where you allow these people to
one at a time.
I've asked a simple question and I'm not being answered, and Manish is getting upset, but it is all right.
I'm not getting upset. The fact of the matter is that you can come on national television and say things like that.
1 second, let one at a time. Gentlemen.
Should have actually locked all those people up behind bars, booked them under cognizable offenses, ensure that such a thing does not repeat.
We must be booked. But
no, look, let Rajiv respond. One
secularism.
Vinay, right now, 1 second. Vinay, let me come into this. Vinay,
our friend.
What does secularism have anything to do with molesting? I mean,
our friend represents.
I want to say one thing.
India,
Vinay,
it is very different from the secularism in other parts of the world.
Vinay, I will. Vinay, right now. One second. Vinay, understand one thing. Vinay,
the Congress people, from 3 days they are talking about that we are.
Vinay, I must say this, Vinay, right now. You see, 1 second, Vinay. Let me set the rules here. Vinay, I'm not going to take a lecture from you on secularism because you're in the dock. You're the ones who've committed an act, so you're not in a position to give a lecture on secularism. Yes, Rajiv, please respond. Rajiv.
And that is
Let Rajiv respond. Let Rajiv respond. He was responding there. Go ahead.
I couldn't hear the question. There was a fight here.
No, please understand. Please, I want you to carry on.
What I was saying is, first, there must be a clarification of the Ram Sena people, what they are, whom they belong to, and where do they get this patronage and inspiration. That is one thing which has to be made clear, because you have made charges against the BJP. Number two, Manish, it's a sad thing which has happened, and with all humility and honesty, I would say it's a thing which no civilized society can accept. It's very great on your part. You want to tell the BJP is the worst people on earth. They have created all these problems. We accept it. But please, for God's sake, at this point of time, when there is a very serious issue there, at least be candid that it is not politics. It could have happened with anyone's baby there, anyone's child. So
the fact of the matter, it has happened because of your politics. That is the point I'm trying to make. But you have created a culture of intolerance which allows forces like this to flourish. And then you protect these forces rather than taking action against them. This is my point, Rudy.
Manish, such statements only gives more provocation and ground for such people to be positioned in the society. So please don't forget.
Fact of the matter is, Rudy, if you would stop implementing a fascist agenda in Karnataka, all this would cease. Start enforcing the rule of law. That is what we are saying.
Rule of law is there. That is why 20 people
have been arrested. And that is why 40 people can assault and molest 5 women.
Yes, Manish, I must tell you that one of the molesters, his wife is a Congress councillor in Mangalore. So please, if we have to investigate, many things will come. I didn't want to say that.
Either way.
I have a question. Gentlemen, would you hear me for a minute? I have a question. We can debate this. I want to make it specific. Manish, I have a question for you. Can I come in, please? My question to you is, Manish, it's all right. You have taken a position on this. You're condemning the BJP. You're making points there. That's fine. But, Manish, didn't the Congress play a role in the creation of the Shiv Sena? Isn't the Shiv Sena the first group that took the law into its own hands? Wasn't the Congress accused of letting the MNS do what it does on the streets of Mumbai unchecked? I mean, you can't completely, wash your hands off what is seen to be this, riot mob culture spawned by politicians in India.
Arnab, let's also not forget the fact that it is the same Congress government which took action against the MNS. So therefore, yes, we did give the MNS a long rope. But at times, you have to give forces like this a long rope to hang themselves. And that's precisely what the MNS has done in Maharashtra. They've ended up hanging themselves. But the MNS is not a product of an intolerant culture which has been created by the Congress in Maharashtra. While correspondingly, this Ram Sena is a product of the intolerant culture and the kind of fascism which they're trying to perpetrate. There is a big distinction between the two. And let's understand the distinction of what it is.
A very brief response from Rajiv, yes. Yes, Rajiv.
You see, Manish wants to put up this debate, and BJP has always charged the Congress party of indulging in a larger politics of vote bank, in a larger politics of appeasement, in a larger politics of getting into history and trying to figure out where do they have votes. Please, for God's sake, this is not the forum to discuss all that. We have been doing it very often. It's a time. And we are concerned what has happened to these girls. This is not acceptable in any part of the country. When I said that there was a Congress councillor, he's very upset. He says, hang them. That is what I'm saying. Hang them.
But that's
please
precisely
do not
what you're not doing. That's precisely what you're not doing.
That is what
you took action only when the media raked it up. You did not take action on your own. Mr. Rajiv Pratap Singh Rudy, if you were so sincere about implementing the law, you would have taken action before the media picked it up.
And that
your
is why,
problem is because it became a national issue, you had to come on television. Ravi Shankar Prasad had to come on television and defend your government. That is why you're taking action.
Manish, permit me to go below the belt. Then that was the time when the attacks took place in Mumbai. You were sitting duck. You were waiting for the attackers to come in your country. So I can start from anywhere. I can start from anywhere and end anywhere.
It is not the solution. And we'll go back to the parliament attacks. So therefore, let's not go down that road.
Gentlemen, I'm running short of time. All I'll say, I'm going to say at the very end. No, gentlemen, I'm running short. Gentlemen, I'm running short of time. The only thing I'm going to say at the very end. Gentlemen, I'm running short of time. We run to the end of Newshour. The only thing I will say is that if the two largest national parties cannot agree on how to take on hoodlums, there will be more hoodlums created who will commit many more Mangalores, and therefore there needs to be at least a consensus on this one. Manish Tiwari, Vinay and Rajiv Pratap Rubri, thank you very much. We'd like to know what you think.